My fellow Americans, as well as everyone else, because I don't care where you are right now or where you came from, you all mean the same to me. I was raised with good old American exceptionalism, but along with that, the message was that everybody had a chance if they worked hard enough. That was a lot more true before the Republican Party started its power grab with the 2000 election. Now education is both essential and devalued. Entry-level jobs need 5 years of experience, and the minimum wage has barely changed, while executives, including our president, lie their way through the world with no repercussions, pocketing millions of currency while eliminating jobs for people who actually work. The state of Florida has already had one corrupt governor, with Rick Scott being around Medicare fraud and even now filing late financial disclosures. He was awful, but somehow it got worse with Ron DeSantis. This dwarf that can't grow a beard also can't stick to a position other than getting bent over by Trump. We have suffered from increased waste and oversight in the name of efficiency, endless micromanaging from people that bankrupt actual theaters to engage in security theater to empower egos more fragile than foam on the beach. I still remember the night of the attack at Pulse and how it affected people important to me. The disregard being shown to human life right now is just as bad as the tragedy that night. No, I'm not talking about the waste of resources to change the roads, even though they were already approved, and this is the party of frugality. No, I'm talking about how people are afraid to go to school or shopping for groceries because there's a chance they will not come home and nobody will know what happened. These flags are upside down because that is the distress signal. We're beyond where we ever thought we would be because everything was built on customs and norms instead of having rules with consequences. Every day now we see new ways of the judicial branch being dismissed and undermining the Constitution, and now today the judicial branch itself shows its disregard. Republicans say they believe in God and the Constitution, but everything they do shows that blood and money are more important than their faith or their honor. It's strange they're so obsessed with morality when they have a black hole where a soul would be. I can't say the system is broken because it was never really working for the actual citizens. The gears of progress have chewed up and spit out people of all types. Quite often, certain people are targeted harder than others, and we're seeing that now to a level not seen for quite some time. Unfortunately, this is America. I can't say it isn't because that would be a lie. They aren't coming. They are out there right now grabbing people with no checks and no oversight. They are even snatching their own people because they don't care. Police are already overzealous enough, but now we have unmarked black mag squads literally taking people and trafficking them away, leaving families with no answers. People are dying after being packed away in internment camps, and that is bad on its own, but no process or protocol means innocent citizens and legally here foreign nationals have met their end in these ghastly constructions. It must end, they must be taken down, and the people who called for these things to happen need to be removed from office and put on trial. Israel may be committing more crimes over there, but it gets a different name when you use those kinds of tactics on your own people, and the actual regulations are both not good enough and largely worthless when every other don't do that rule on the books has been used as toilet paper. I don't know what it will take to stop things from getting worse, but I know that being silent isn't the answer. I'm nobody in particular, just a regular American that doesn't recognize what my country has become. I'm not here to advocate to go back to what it was. I'm stating that the present day is untenable. Lines aren't being crossed, they're being erased and telling us they didn't exist. Lies and rage bait are what we get from those who call themselves leaders. True leaders would actually be lifting up and working with the people instead of hiding them away in darkness and lying just for fun. When did liberty and justice for all become a meme instead of something to work for? We've been sold a bill of goods, and just like everything else with this president, he doesn't actually have the money to pay, and even if he could scam it from someone, he never had any intention to honor the deal. The only art of his deals is artifice, and we're all getting the worst rug pull ever.